Hey, this is Eric Fisher, and this is my video editing statement for assignment 2. And overall, I felt this assignment went pretty well. For my pictures, I liked all of them for the most part, and probably my favorite one out of those was my portrait picture, because that picture I was able to snag a shot of this guy named Nick Ailes, who's a professional musician, and he was performing in middle at the Potbelly here in town on Green Street. And so I was able to capture a picture of him while he was doing his performance, and that was a really cool shot just to get. And then going up and talking to him afterwards and just hearing his story and everything that he's been throughout his career and stuff, that was really interesting to hear, and it was nice to get a new perspective from something like that. And editing that picture I thought went really well too. I was able to brighten it up just a tad bit because there was a shadow in the background that was kind of darkening it up a little bit, and then cropping it out just to make it look better overall. And so I really liked that, and I liked my conversation picture too because it was just two people and they're laughing kind of at the same time, so that was kind of cool to capture that moment. And so the biggest part of this assignment, though, was the audio files, because that was entirely new to me, because I'm a guy that's usually done most of his work on a Word doc or a WordPress of some sort. I've never had to really deal with editing an audio clip or having to upload it, anything like that. So it was kind of spooky starting all that stuff out. For my using the audio recorder, I had no clue how to use it when I was going out and doing this assignment. And so I was kind of learning on the fly, and I had my recording level way too high on one of my audio files, and it just like took out one of my eardrums for a little bit, so that was fun. But once I did figure out the recording level and just how to operate the audio recorder in general, doing the rest of that was pretty easy. And then editing it, that was completely new. And when that screen popped up, I was like, oh, this looks like it's not going to be too easy. But once we did figure out how to edit everything, everything went pretty smoothly. For the audio file for that I had to do the most editing for was the portrait one, because when I asked him what his favorite thing was, he gave me a pretty straight answer, and it's about 2 seconds long. So I had to add in me asking the question and a little like side comment he made at the end. So that was probably around 6 or 7-ish seconds, I think. And I had to turn up the sound just a tad, or turn down the sound just a tad bit, just because not a lot of background noise, but enough to make a little difference. And so once that was all said and done, I thought that audio file went really well. The one I didn't think I wish I could have done a little better on was the audio file of me recording just the sounds of right before a class starts. I don't know if it's the microphone on my phone or the way I was holding it when I was recording it, but it just didn't turn out too well. Everything kind of seemed like it was in the background. So I just wish maybe if I held it a different way, maybe, or I'm not too sure. Maybe it was something wrong with the microphone on my phone. But I just wish that one turned out a little better. It's still not bad, but I just wasn't too happy with it when I listened over it again. So that's something I would have liked to improve on with this assignment. But overall, I was happy how this assignment went. Got a chance to get familiar with the audio recorder and using Adobe Premiere to edit all that stuff, and it's nice to get familiar with it now before I start jumping into a lot bigger stuff later on down the road with this class.